Oh, my last video I was doing a sort of a book promotion. It wasn't actually going to be a book promotion, but ended up being a little bit. Um, there's lots of books, books that shape you and all that, and the books I showed on there actually were not really the ones I would be normally. They were just pretty random. But I've got like quite a lot of books on my bookshelf over here. Um, there's heaps of books, and I guess these some of the books are 30, $50 each, and there's heaps of them, and thousands of dollars. I don't even want to think about how much it probably cost me. Um, of books, I really love reading books on different topics and Christian topics. Some of my favourite authors are Rick Joyner, Christopher Lawton from the Bethel Church. I'm sure Christians out there know who they are. And there's some really neat authors all around. The late Jill Austen, I've got a book from her. She wrote a book. I haven't actually, to be honest, I haven't actually read it. But I actually genuinely like her. I had encounter with some significant encounters with God before going to her meetings, and so I'm not sure if she's 100% perfect on her doctrine. Who is? But she has some good stuff. Here's some really nice ones. We've got Strength Yourself in the Lord by that's Christopher Lawton. Let's have a look. Oh, Bill Johnson wrote that one. Okay, Bill Johnson's got a church in America, in Redding, California. I went and visited it. Really nice church, amazing. I really quite liked it. Beautiful church. Another one, Supernatural Power of Transformed Mind. That one, Bill Johnson. Yeah, he writes some good stuff. Here we go, Christopher Lawton. This one's got a cool cover. I love this cover. The Supernatural, Developing a Supernatural Lifestyle by Christopher Lawton. I just love the supernatural. Awesome cover. It's an awesome cover. But I've got heaps of their books, truckloads. Rick Joyner ones. Oh my goodness. I really used to be a big fan of Rick Joyner. I'm not saying I'm not a big fan. I really used to be a big collector. So we've got The Glorious Church. The Glorious Church Part 2. 50 Days to a Firm Foundation. Another 50 Days to Enduring Vision. Another 50 Days to a Firm Foundation. Lots of ones. The Final Quest. Yes, everyone's read that. The Harvest. The Apostolic. The Call. And Overcoming Evil in the Last Days. I've actually got every Rick Joyner book. These aren't them. These just there's 5. Oh yeah, here's another one. Nice one, quite a good one. Christopher Lawton, I think it is. Who is this? Yeah, Bill Johnson and Christopher Lawton. The Supernatural Ways of Royalty. That was actually quite good. I like that one. But yeah, we've got heaps. I've got heaps and heaps and heaps. As I said, I've got every Rick Joyner one. So if I pull out Rick Joyner ones, if I pull out some of the Rick Joyner ones, I've got, there we go, Passover Lamb, one of my favourites. Actually, I don't think you can get it anymore, not in print, but it's a doozer. I reckon it was cool. It's actually the one I actually got enthusiastic about Rick Joyner books. But we've got that one, that one, that one, Two Trees in the Garden, pretty famous book. What's this one? Oh yeah, Jill Austen, Destined to Dance, or Dancing with Destiny. There we go. Actually, haven't read it. I should read it at some stage, eh? Torch and the Sword. Now that's a freaky book. That's a freaky book. Oh, there's one I wrote. I won't tell you who I am. But anyway, The Believer's Authority. Kenneth Hagin. That's old school. Old school. Good stuff. Just truckloads of books. Now, I've been an incredible book writer for oh my goodness. I mean, sorry, not book writer. a reader. Should let's try and be a little bit anonymous. I've been a reader for ages, and last 20 years, I guess, or more, of Christian books and collecting. And I've had some massive collections, and then I've gone through these phases of where I've wanted to be spiritual. So I've and I guess charitable. I don't know, spiritual, charitable. Wanted to get closer to God. So I've got rid of all my earthly possessions at some stages, and we're talking thousands of dollars worth of books and resources, thousands of dollars worth of clothes. I used to be a bit of a clothes horse. Got rid of all of them, and just basically a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, and a jersey. Got rid of all my earthly possessions, my car, everything, just things like that. And tried to be spiritual by giving away everything I owned. I've done that a couple of times, and I actually, unfortunately, really regret losing my libraries. The library that I built up the first time was very impressive, and it had some amazing books, really hard to get books. And then the second time, again, swept clean by the hand of God. I got rid of all my clothes again. I was pretty good at stockpiling clothes, and I got rid of my my vast libraries of books. But I did keep the Genesis record you saw I showed on an earlier video. I did actually manage to keep some that no one wanted. So yeah, they took my good ones, the expensive ones, but they left a few, and they didn't. No one wanted them. No one wanted them to a good home, so I kept them. I'm quite glad I did, actually. That I actually obtained something. But yeah, all the just a massive amount of books I've lost over the years. And it's been. I'm not actually collecting that books that much now. What I've got now is quite, people would say, quite significant and really good collection. Is nothing compared to what I used to own. It pales in significance. I nearly had my bookshelf was huge, and it was like a bookshop in itself. The amount of cool books I had, must have spent most of my income, I think, most of the money I made when I was running my business. Yeah, so there's some books. Some books. Some books are better than others, obviously, when you read them, and some books are just enlightening. You just learn a lot from. This one here, I want to talk about a little bit about this. This is church history one, and so the next video I'm going to show you about, is church history, Christianity and church history. Like, there is different theories, and I want to maybe enlighten the world, the world, big call, eh? No, part of the church that has a misunderstanding about church history, because I believe it's good that brothers and sisters get over their little grievances and have a bit of unity and can get past their doctrinal differences. Okay, so that's the hope of my next video. This one's just a shameless book review of my bookshelf. Not trying to glory in, wow, look how many books I've got, or trying to be all, wow, you're amazingly wise that you're so well read. Not at all. I just actually was being funny, showing my books, and my cat, or one of my cats, who, a little kitten, who's attacking my biscuits at the moment and trying to get into my biscuits. He's real naughty. Getting into my biscuits. Can you see yourself on here, please? He's trying to get my biscuits, and the other one is burrowing under my bed covers. Okay,